Hello, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. This time, I'm going to show you a way to eat cucumbers, a familiar vegetable that brings out their full potential and turns them into a super vegetable. Actually, cucumbers are often thought of as not having much nutrition, but they do have some unique components, and there's even more to it. By combining cucumbers with other ingredients, their effects can be dramatically enhanced, making them a vegetable that's helpful for many things, like managing your health in the summer, improving beauty, boosting your metabolism, and even enhancing your athletic performance. I'll also be sharing some recipes that are great for meal prep, so please watch until the end. Runesu Kitchen's theme is initiating anti-aging through food. We'll be sharing lots of information to help both your mind and body feel better, so please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me talk about the effects and benefits of cucumbers. Cucumbers are made up of more than 95% water, so you could say they're almost entirely water as a vegetable. However, the skin contains carotene, and they also have a small amount of vitamin C and potassium, which are well-known nutrients. But that's not all. They also contain something called citrulline. This is a component that's found in abundance in plants like watermelon, melon, and bitter melon, which are all in the gourd family, and cucumbers contain it as well. Although the amount isn't that high, citrulline is known as a super amino acid. It can produce nitric oxide in the bloodstream. That's the kind of component it is. What does that mean? It helps dilate blood vessels, promotes blood flow, and prevents blood vessels from hardening by stopping various substances from sticking to the vessel walls. It also has those effects. Citrulline is known for various effects. It helps prevent arteriosclerosis, improves blood flow, aids in fatigue recovery, and enhances athletic performance and endurance. By improving circulation, it prevents feeling cold, which is useful in air-conditioned rooms and for preventing summer chills. It also helps with swelling, a common concern for women. One of the effects is also beauty benefits. Citrulline is also an antioxidant, and it's one of the natural moisturizing factors found in the stratum corneum, the outer layer of the skin. It also improves blood flow to the brain, which helps enhance memory and concentration. Citrulline is an ingredient that's used in various supplements, and it's actually something quite familiar to us. It's also found in vegetables like cucumbers. The citrulline in cucumbers is really effective, isn't it? But actually, cucumbers don't really contain that much of it. Among familiar foods, watermelon has the most, and cucumbers and bitter melon contain about the same amount, but you can't really say citrulline is abundant in them. However, when you combine it with a certain amino acid, you can maximize its benefits through a synergistic effect. That amino acid is arginine. Arginine is an ingredient found in energy drinks and tonics, and it's also abundant in foods like garlic, maca, and eel. Just hearing about these foods makes you feel energized, right? This amino acid, arginine, just like citrulline, can help produce and release nitric oxide. By combining the citrulline in cucumbers with arginine, you can produce this effect. The effects are enhanced through synergy. The vasodilation effect and ability to promote blood circulation intensify, potentially leading to various outcomes. That's why you can expect health benefits. This amino acid, called arginine, is deeply involved in producing energy, and it's also related to the secretion of growth hormones. It helps enhance male functions, increase muscle mass, and so on. It's known as the amino acid of vitality. By combining cucumber's super amino acid citrulline, the nutrition of cucumber is maximized. I'd like to introduce the recipe. By maximizing the effects of cucumber's citrulline, it helps dilate blood vessels and promote blood flow. I'm going to introduce a recipe that's full of benefits. The key combination is garlic. I think it's good to prepare about the same amount of garlic as cucumber. Of course, you can add more or less garlic depending on your preference, but with these two ingredients, we'll turn cucumber into a super vegetable and further enhance their effects. As supporting ingredients, I've prepared these seasonings. First is sesame oil. Sesame oil contains a lot of sesame polyphenols, vitamins, and antioxidants. Takanotsume's capsaicin and vinegar in the recipe help with ultraviolet damage, blood circulation, and fatigue recovery. Vinegar also improves vitamin C absorption from cucumbers and activates the citric acid cycle. Oil and mirin will also be used. Begin by cutting the cucumber. Cut off both ends, then slice the cucumber in half lengthwise. If the cucumber is very thick and has soft, mushy seeds inside, scoop out the seeds with a spoon or something similar. Also, cucumber skin contains beta-carotene, which is an antioxidant, so don't peel the skin, use it as is. Slice diagonally about 7/5/16 of an inch thick, cut into bite-sized pieces. Slice the garlic thinly. I've finished prepping the cucumber and garlic. Here's an important point. I mentioned that cucumbers are about 95% water, right? To draw out the moisture and make the cucumber firmer, add a small amount of salt. This will season it lightly and help remove excess water. Doing this also prevents the cucumber from releasing too much water and changing the flavor when you make it ahead of time. I think many people eat cucumbers raw, but they contain ascorbanus, which is said to destroy vitamin C. But to be precise, it doesn't destroy it. It changes vitamin C from its reduced, easily absorbed form to its oxidized form. Once oxidized, it can't be absorbed unless converted back to the reduced form. By stir-frying it, you can efficiently get vitamin C. Since you don't simmer it for a long time, you can get plenty of both potassium and vitamin C. Now I will add sesame oil. The capsaicin in takanotsume is fat soluble, so sesame oil is good. I'll dissolve it in the oil. I'll add garlic and stir-fry it. When you heat garlic in oil, its moisture changes. This will make it even more effective, so make sure to heat it thoroughly. This time I use sesame oil, but you can also use rice oil or olive oil if you like. For the garlic, ensure it's cooked through. No need for extra crispiness. It's fine if you just saute it to bring out the aroma. At this point, go ahead and add the seasonings first. It's oil. It's mirin. Now add the oil. Here, we'll combine the garlic and seasonings to create the flavor base first. The sesame oil and seasonings will gradually blend together. Around this point, add the cucumbers. Lightly squeeze the cucumbers to remove excess moisture. This breaks down the cucumber cells a bit, allowing the flavors to soak in better, and it also gets rid of extra water, so the dish doesn't get soggy later. Just like this. You can see excess moisture releasing. Now increase the heat slightly and combine all ingredients. Cucumbers can be eaten raw to begin with, so once everything is warmed through, it's done. The cucumber dish we prepared is an effective main course for recovering from fatigue and preventing summer heat exhaustion. We're going to arrange it into a single dish. You can use pork or chicken or even beef. It's fine to use shrimp, octopus, squid or even chopped eel. There are lots of options. I think it's also good to combine it with seafood. Adding more protein makes it even more effective. Season the meat in advance. It's salt and pepper. We'll add the kimpira made with cucumber and garlic from earlier. Just use an appropriate amount. Once everything is quickly mixed, it's done. Let me have a little taste of the garlic cucumber kimpira. The garlic isn't as strong as I expected, and there's a bit of spiciness that comes from the back. And since there's a little vinegar in it, the flavor is sharp and really stimulates your appetite. Compared to raw cucumber, it's definitely easier to eat, and you can eat a lot more when it's cooked, which is really nice. It's also convenient for meal prep, so I think it's a good idea to make a lot and chill it. Please give it a try. I introduced a way to turn the familiar vegetable cucumber into a super vegetable by bringing out its full potential. Cucumber is often thought of as something you eat raw, but I hope you'll also remember the benefits of cooking it. Please use this for your summer health management. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. Thank you for watching.